Welcome to our chat with Corey. I'm John Mercure. The Superintendent, Corey Golla, is with us. Corey, good to see you.
Thanks, John. Good to see you.
I love the engagement in our community. So primary election is now in the rearview mirror, and people are saying, well, what does that mean? I guess what it means from this point of view is the important work in the district continues until we get to that election in April.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we continue. We just had our mid-year check-in with all of our principal teams and their leadership teams at each building, so we're able to see how they're doing, getting great results. And our success is, driven also by the leadership at our school board level. So it's great to see people engaged. Yesterday's primary, we went from 8 candidates to 6, and the community will vote on April 5th. And 3 seats will be filled with the winners in that election. So we really need people to be engaged, learn about the candidates, see how they align with, what you believe about the district and where the direction we need to go. And we want people to be engaged.
And there's a lot of good information on the district website about the good work going on in the district, so you can check that out as a great resource. Speaking of engagement, the survey, the parent engagement survey, how'd that come out?
Yeah, we just did our analysis. We presented that to the board at Monday's board meeting, and that was very much affirming of just good work over the course of the last year. The last time we had surveyed our families was in the spring, which was one of our highest ever coming. That was coming out of year 1 of COVID. We were in a pretty healthy place. Obviously, the past months have been challenging, with COVID, with a wide range of opinions on, how we should respond to all of that. And what we really saw in those surveys was overwhelming support for our schools, for our principals, for our leadership team. So that was affirming. We really feel good about that. We appreciate everyone for taking that and just taking the time to offer their feedback so we can continue to learn and grow from that.
Especially coming out of COVID where there was a lot of craziness, uncertainty, people are out of their comfort zone. How important is it for your team and for principals and for frontline teachers to get that feedback and know that their work is being affirmed?
It's good on all ends. So the affirmation is great. We get some very specific feedback that's helpful to us. So for example, one particular question relates to positive phone calls home, and we saw significant growth at the high school on that particular question. And in this same year, Bob Vitale at the high schools added this Champions Breakfast where they recognize students for outstanding performance and behavior and success at school. So we're thinking, okay, that's a good sign that parents are responding positively. So it really drives, our efforts to continue to get better.
I love that. I love the engagement. It was recently National School Counselors Week. Kind of the unsung heroes, right? They're the glue that keeps families together, keeps trains on the track in the district. Tell us about the importance of counselors and the work that they do. I think people think of counselors at the high school level, getting ready for college, but it's at every level through the district.
It is, and yeah, I like the concept of the glue because they really are the connectors for us. Students move from school to school. They might move from classroom to classroom. And have all of these different experiences, and it's the counselors who help just support students through all those transitions, support just connect all the dots for them as they start sort of imagining what they might do after school. So they're from the our youngest learners, that support to families and kids, just helping them manage their mental health and some of those things, and of course the college counseling, the career counseling, helping students find that direction. They're critical, love their work. They are always thinking about each individual student. What does this one kid need to succeed? And we really appreciate them.
So Corey, I was recently reading about a fundraiser. I think it's at the Hot House coming up in April. You can get that information at the district website, but it involved the Capital Improvement Campaign. What is the Capital Improvement Campaign? How does that work in the district?
The Capital Improvement Campaign is a fundraising arm associated with our Booster Club that their primary focus has always been the improvement of our athletic facilities here at the high school. So the turf, their first big project was the football stadium,
which
the
looks
bleachers,
great.
Yes, the track, the turf, and then they transitioned to do turf in our soccer stadium. We've relocated that soccer field.
Yep.
So this effort is now trying to work with us to complete that project. If you look around this high school, we really have extremely, just gorgeous, functional athletic facilities, and that is that partnership with them. They've been critical to that We could have never had those facilities without them.
I love it because they engage with the community. They're the ones that kind of take the vision created in the district, and then they go out and forge these partnerships and these alliances and bring that into the district. Is that kind of what they do? They partner with different entities and individuals?
Yeah, absolutely. They've just, I mean, to do the fundraising at the magnitude that's required to put in a turf field, for example, you know, that's hard work. That's big partners looking for donors, and then just a lot of these events like the spring fling that's coming up. And by them doing that, not only does that benefit our athletes, but it allows us to reallocate funds that might be going to, you know, soccer facilities or football facilities, to keep those in the classroom also. So all students benefit from this, but certainly our athletic programs have benefited from their work.
All right, speaking of athletics, I want to ask you about the basketball team. It's exciting. Everybody's talking about it. There's a real buzz. I guess I want to ask you, when something like that's going really good in a district, how good is that for morale and for energy and for excitement?
It's very much, it's, you know, always in the high school specifically, you know, there's a buzz, especially a sport like basketball where there's a lot of fans and things like that. This is a fun team to watch, fun style of basketball, clearly some exceptional athletes. And you hear their interviews, I mean, they've got lofty goals. I'm not going to curse some of their goals, but they want to do some things that no one's done, and that's fun. This has gotten to that level where the whole community is pretty excited about the possibilities, and it's great. And especially you think about what we've come through here, where some of those programs were limited with fans and things like that, to have packed gyms watching an exciting basketball team, and you know, and I'll add to our girls team is really having some success also. I know they're battling some injuries, but they're turning the corner, and it's fun to watch. Those programs are so important for our kids.
You know, and you talked about the interviews. They seem like good kids too. Their heads are screwed on straight. They're good kids, and they're raising the profile of the community. It's not just the district, but when something that exciting happens in the district, in basketball or football or volleyball or whatever it is, it helps the community.
Yes, absolutely. When your student leaders are positive leaders, whether they're athletes, school officers, National Honor Society, it makes a big difference. If you talk to Bob Vitale, he would echo that, you know, let's face it, in a high school, the kids outnumber us. So you need help to run the place, and to have those kids doing the right thing, saying the right thing, going about their business, still focused on their academics, that makes a big difference, and it just makes for a fun atmosphere.
All right, I will see you at the gym.
All right.
We got to get there early.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a hot ticket right now.
Yes, people need to go out and check out our teams. They're fun to watch, and it's exciting basketball right now.
Corey Golla is the superintendent here in Menominee Falls. Thanks for the conversation.
Thanks, John.